live.
We're live? I need to go to the restroom before the game.
Don't tell that to the stream, now they know.
Don't take the camera with you.
Alright. So, be right back.
Yeah, see you in a bit.
So, like, how often is the Arcana choosing dynamic? Like, depending on the table and scenario and stuff like that?
Occasionally.
Yeah.
It's usually much more caring about the enemy army and caster than it is about a table. Like, it's very rare because there aren't many Arcana that directly affect terrain, so it's very rare that there aren't really any Arcana that affect terrain, so it's very rare that you care about the table.
Yeah.
The one that does is you can place a piece of terrain, but that one is quite bad. You will occasionally see that, like if on this kind of scenario, on this kind of terrain, if I'm playing against an aggressive melee army without Pathfinder, I might choose Desolation because I can make some really, because it's a forage area, right? You can make some really annoying rough terrain blocks. But no one plays aggressive melee armies without Pathfinder, they don't really exist, so it never really comes up. So it's much more about the caster and their models.
And that you know beforehand, I mean.
Yeah, sometimes specific models change it, especially things like Sacrifice. If they've got specific Grievous Rune models, it becomes less compelling. But yeah.
Are you gonna do a full switch to Crucible Guard?
We'll see. We'll see. I think it's likely at this point, but I don't have to decide, right? I could just play what I want, and that will turn out to see. Yeah. If I end up playing a lot of Crucible Guard, I guess I'll have switched.
But is it just like by chance that the limited faction is very competitive right now, or do you think they will like stand as time goes by and other seeds come out?
I think they're pretty solid. They've got a lot of tools. I think.
Will they be able to keep up?
I don't see why not. Like, because of the way, and because of how the CRG cycles are going, I think they've demonstrated that if something falls behind, they're willing to give it a boost. I don't see why that wouldn't apply to limited factions. So, I think I'm not too worried about that. I think Grimkin in particular, because of all their tricks, if they become unpopular, that alone is a big buff for them. Like, if people think Grimkin are bad, and you haven't played against Grimkin for 6 months, and then they come and do all their shenanigans, that's like really problematic, right? And you forget how they all work. Hello.
Thanks.
All right. Krueger2 spread the net. Brilliant. Just what you hope for the finals.
Under funny and Goku, that can't be good either.
I know, it's problematic.
Where are you playing it? What are you playing? Steamroller.
It's a 10, right?
Yeah. I'm just gonna sit and watch this for a while.
Yeah, it's perfect. Watch this.
It also gives my head time for the couple from last night.
Is it a rough night?
I went to bed at a decent time. I think the fact they closed the bar up here early probably did me a favour because it stopped me getting the bad decision points. There wouldn't lead to more bad decision points. The daytime one is very spaced.
Why do you play the old witch?
Haley 3.
Oh, yeah. No,
In the UK, a lot of our best players play Haley 3 Sigma, and it's a good answer to that list.
And Dreamer is okay into crits and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean Dreamer's okay into everything, but it's basically like you play Dreamer for the field, and then you can pick another list to silver bullet a particular matchup, and I chose that one. Might have to go back to trying to beat Legion though, what with Animag and things.
Oh, Dreamer isn't good into
She's okay. I played against Emily yesterday with this Animag list, and I narrowly won, but it's a really hard game.
double chosen.
Yeah. And more chosen is better for me. The lists that have more rot rings and less chosen, it's really problematic for Franklin.
Right.
Is the answer what bump of the night?
Maybe.
It seems bad.
Yeah. They have like the same models as you, but all theirs have much more boxes and higher stats and cost less points. You're like, yeah.
And I have never seen those things yet. Finally.
Use this army once to test game against them.
That's a new heavy for Blue Team in the list, no?
Not yet.
Will it change things?
All we know is its name and art.
Oh, right.
Clockatrice, is it?
Clockatrice. Really cool.
I was outside the room when they announced it, and I heard the groan from like halfway across the hotel. Like.
Wow, thank you very much.
So I'll put my AD. That's ambush.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Alright, that's my AD. Why it always feels I'm missing something? Probably Fulcrum.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome to swap it out for the Guardian if you like. That's
Really?
No problem by me. Yeah.
But just for the Guardian? It's 16 points. The Fulcrum is 19.
Maybe I would take that.
Really?
I don't know. Probably not. No, I definitely would actually.
You would?
Yeah, I reckon.
Now I'm considering it. It's a good offer. You know, I used to play this list a lot with Fulcrum. Yeah. And this will be my third game with this list. I mean, it's not that different, but still, one piece makes the game.
I mean, losing your gun, right, is a big deal.
Yeah. Main gun and main fury management. And strong assassination piece.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You can be stationary? Or you're immune to cold? No.
Why would I be immune to cold?
Because you're doing stationary guns.
Yeah, but I send people to sleep.
Ah, alright.
Yeah. It's hard to sleep when you're cold. That's just a fact. I'm ready when you are, dudes. I know you're...
I'm never ready.
Okay, you take your time. You've got a lovely pyramid of widgets there. I wouldn't want to disrupt them.
That's the OCD I was talking about. We all have it. I think so. I like to think.
Let's say so. It's not just me.
9. You're going first, right?
No. No, thank you.
Worth trying.
I don't think we'll get land side. But you're with him and with him, but I don't think he'll get land side, right?
Those bases are really great.
Bases?
Yeah. They're really them.
There are not a lot of colors there.
It's what you want though, because you don't want a base to be too distracting, right? You want it to complement the model, at least in my opinion. You want it to complement the model rather than be the thing that everyone is paying attention to.
Alright.
See you.
It's Robert way.
Have fun, you two. Good luck.
So red one is this one. 1 and 2. 7 Fury and Krueger. Alright. Let's do TK, 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 and charge forward. I'll TK myself. Charge the death knell.
Oh, you have flight, don't you?
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on?
That would be pretty bad
Yeah,
deployment
it's
turn 1. Alright. This guy will run. Run. Run.
You put the new tentacle in command? Your command.
Run. Exciting turn. Moves and phase jumps. Teleports. Stone shields.
I picked actually, so I didn't think what to drop because I was thinking for
Runs.
You charge maximum 12.
Threat range is 12.
Yep. Ignoring all the potential shenanigans which could increase it, but none of them really apply right now.
You mean Mirage, right?
Mirage, beat back, drag, bulldoze, missile gate. Yep. So. Get my apparitions. Gent will run.
You have plus 2 inches to deploy?
No. I'm just 18, just should be just before this, right? Running 8, deploy 10. You think that's too far?
No.
I'm just 10, right? And that's
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, yeah. I mean, this looked far from me, but no, it's 100% good.
Question is, do I use Mirage? Seems bad.
You have shield guards.
That is true. That is true. You're not wrong about that.
They also have Fender.
Speed 6, range 10, TK 18. Is he in stones?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Simon would say, I threaten your testicles now.
What can you do? You can shoot.
We'll have him run all the way to there. What a good dog. And that leaves space for this one.
Defense 12, right? Yeah. So, obviously, secondary deviation. Going forward. I have a good memory. Oh, yeah. So, power 10 on that guy. Yep. Armor 90. Size of 9.
That's annoying. I can't easily place that.
Or actually, that's power 17 against.
I might need to move him slightly like that.
7 to kill, right?
Do you mind if I lift these up and put this down? Because their placement is not super
You
critical,
don't
right?
need to ask me, then just...
So we know he's like that. You know he's like that. Cool, so he could go there.
He's on the edge of this AoE, right?
Completely inside, yeah. Completely with him. So that would
No,
have...
I mean, just for measurements, the edge will be from the edge of his base, the edge of AoE.
So I roll one less dice.
Mirrors and the Dreamer, run forward.
Going corporeal, be totally safe. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will just put up the gate. You get it on Animi as well, don't you, Purgation?
Yeah.
You won't do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will, better or worse, we will Mirage him. Camping 3.
She's dead.
Yeah, maybe. We are within 14, which might be foolish, of those 3.
You want to be within 14?
Yep. Advance.
Charge.
13.
13.
6. Would you mind putting
Within 3 of those 2.
Definitely is within 3 of... Oh, this 2. And Dreamer is within 3 of only 1 or 2?
I haven't checked.
Alright.
Certainly 1.
You can assault. So it's 16. You can go anything further.
1.
Over to you.
Alright. Ha! Perfect.
Perfection.
So now I activate the second.
I didn't count the Fury. It's perfect. Alright.
Time to get my cards.
Does this thing have reach? Yeah, 5 times 2. Then it's not 6.
Aims, and... Nope. So the first guy, boost to hit.
Is that an aiming one or not?
Yeah, aiming. Hits. I will boost the damage. Dice of 4. Of 3.
I'm on a 13.
Yeah, of 3. Sorry, guys.
That's right.
Take 14 to the 3.
First, I'll boost the direct hit of this guy. Yes.
Second guy will boost to hit. The aiming. Hits.
And then blast this guy.
5 to
Take
2.
5 to the 2.
Leaves it on 1.
And the last guy.
Yep.
I need 10. The first Scorehound. Nope. The second Scorehound. Hits. Not 3. So take 4 to 4. Armor 18 now. 18? 18, and because cover?
Oh, defense 18, yeah.
Yeah, defense 30.
19.
Aims, boost to hit. Nope. 8.
You're
plus
8, right? So you
Yep.
need a 10.
Second, boost to hit.
Yep.
Hits.
Dead.
Are you within corpse?
Yeah.
No, corpse collection. For the
No, it's Fury. I just
at the corpse collection.
No.
Alright. Third shot. Cage Rager. Miss.
Yeah, I get it. Are you playing?
Yeah, 6. Yes. I use.
Gallows.
Gallows, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll cancel that one.
Alright. Anime.
It's the forest.
Yep. Gallows.
Yeah, go for it.
Hits.
So pull that way.
Yeah. 1 inch. No!
That's not very much, is it? So basically just there.
Yeah. For 13 of million.
So I would need 9
Anime.
heal after I hit. So I'm 8, 9, and it's better if I miss. Okay. So, I will boost. Dice is 4, that's 5.
Is that so?
He's knocked down. So he's on. Yeah. No, 4. But he's knocked down. He's knocked down. But he's right. He's knocked down. He's knocked down. So let's try. Because I can still heal goal up. Goal up. Whatever. I'm moving.
Right. Krueger will go. Cast Gallows.
Okay.
Hits. How many inches? What the fuck?
Like that.
Yeah. I will not boost the damage. Nothing. Cast Undergrowth.
That's the forest again, yeah?
No, that's
Oh, that's Megalith's
Megalith.
one. So the rough terrain within 6?
within 5. 5. And -2 defense.
You should delay the skill order another. Then why are we here? We just set it at home box to speed.
Oh no, Megalith!
Decay.
You're within 8?
Yeah,
Who are you targeting?
this game.
I'll cancel.
Alright. Undergrowth. No way to give him Pathfinder, right? So with here takes Fury. Move here. Takes Fury. This guy will move this. Still, well, try around.
Do you want to be in command?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing it. Sorry. Thought you were reaching for dice.
No. Let's boost to hit on the Gremlin Swarm.
Okay.
It's a hit.
Yep.
Let's boost the damage.
Your 10s or 4? 4
So
points?
4. Yeah, the second guy on Gremlin Swarm. Do I boost?
I am 13, 14 with 1 box remaining.
Boost to hit.
Hit. You're
Yeah.
4, right? Yeah. Kills. Oops.
Yep. Gorehound. Miss.
You will try to win.
No. Stones will teleport Megalith just a millimeter here. And this guy will stone shield. Eilish will stay here. And go.
I won't upkeep this, but I'll leave it there for now because it's a bit of a mess.
Yep.
So I probably will upkeep Mirage. Let's just see where I can go. Oh, there it is.
Fraud.
Boost damage?
I'm not fond of the blend. I say have the man. I mean, Earthroot is fire.
So they're 10-19, no 10-18, and he's 10-19.
Yes.
You're not immune to spells, right?
Nope. I'm immune to Manifest Destiny.
Oh, you're immune?
Yeah.
Luckily, it only affects my models. So
I mean,
think
if you...
I'm within 12 of this stone.
Last shot. Hits.
Alright.
The other side.
Yeah.
If it's touching the...
Yep.
Yeah, alright.
Doesn't really help me with my plan, but probably do it anyway.
The Manifest Destiny I told is... If you use Abyssal Gate, you probably will be afraid of doing the Manifest Destiny because of the Fury.
Maybe. So, in my control phase, we will go incorporeal. I want to upkeep Mirage, but it's tough. It's tough.
Okay.
There's line 1 from the front.
Okay.
No, I understand.
You can move through building?
No. That's my arcing threat.
Ah, alright.
So it's obvious. It's impossible.
So we'll do the other Mirages. Oops. He's not a solo, isn't he? He's a unit, so he can't get that flag.
Yeah. If I put a solo on this flag, you would have nothing to remove the solo?
I don't know. I don't know. Luckily, that's not my problem.
Yeah.
Okay. We are. We are not upkeeping Mirage.
Right.
14?
Minus 5.
13.
14, I thought. Minus 5.
They both do different. I will look up the token for
Maybe. Seems dubious. And then he still has a line to this. Does that look reasonable?
Yeah, sure.
We will advance to that spot to be within 8 of him.
Abyssal Gate Mannequin.
Yeah, Dreamer will Abyssal Gate the mannequin. Hits and kills.
That? Sure?
It's not with it. Oh, maybe it was then 14. I don't know where you were.
8 inches from you.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be out of 14. So that costs 3.
Yep.
We will cast Manifest Destiny. We'll go to a 1 camp.
And Incorporeal.
Incorporeal for all the good it does. Where do we want to live? I think we want to live. Outside of 17.
Alright.
Within 14 of him.
Within?
Yep. I got him. I got him. That's it.
6 or 9?
Yeah. Alright.
Those are the 3 models with corpses. Cool. We'll charge the shifting stone. We'll go to max. Like that, okay?
Yep.
I have no idea if that's in the zone or not. That's as far as I can go, because I was just in 12.
Yep.
That's really awkward. So, auto hitting.
Yeah, we can check if you're in the zone if you want.
I think I'm just out.
Yeah.
You agree? Yeah. Just out? Cool. So, auto hit, power 12, kills. That's the charge. We will attack this fella. Hits, power 12, armor 16.
16, yeah.
Off 4. 2 points to 2. We'll sprint. Keep him engaged.
Right.
And him engaged. Completely in the forest.
Alright.
Touch the flag behind the wall. Over here, this good boy advances. On the first guy, kills him. On the second guy, kills him. On the third guy, kills him. Do we want to sprint away? Yeah, we'll sprint. So he's contesting and
Sure.
in the zone.
Sure.
First attack failed, boosted. First
This gentleman will run.
bot, attack, now
This gentleman will advance. They will base to base.
Yep.
I don't have a. Do you have a large base proxy?
Yeah.
Let me see if I need to move anything else.
That's PP original.
So, I definitely need to move that. So he will go there.
Sure.
I'll move this because it's a mess. And this position isn't going to be that important, he's just going to edge out. So.
Yeah. That sounds like a best possible situation. I just need to kill those two guys and I'm
Run to there.
fine.
That's not okay. Okay, so focus allocation.
Just to that spot.
Seven focus.
Goes there.
They don't have extended control range. Which one is the damage one?
Boxes 5. Yeah. Armor. They die.
One Gremlin Swarm left.
They have time, right? They have time. Right there.
I should just put that up. Over to you.
Right.
I score 2. Oh, you've got it there. Great.
Fury. 3 and 2. 3.
Fire.
Monkey. Monkey. Within 8, not engaging you. Good.
Yeah, before I move.
Do Serenity 1 from this stone. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I will leave 1 on this guy and 1 on. This guy has no corpse, right?
Correct. The only corpse on the Cage Rage right now is here.
Not within 3.
Neither of them have corpses. It's only him.
Ah, yeah. Right.
This corpse is the Skinner Moose.
That's good. Undergrowth is out, Stone Shield is out.
12 is life.
Guardian will activate. Up here. Boost to hit. Hits. You're knocked down. Oh, power is 18. So plus 5. So take
12 to 5.
12. A second initial. Take 10.
Dead.
The most see him. I just need the line of sight for him. Yeah.
This unit will go.
Both of them.
Aims. I will start with this guy on the Gremlin Swarm.
And it's
Are you within aura?
It's 6, so no.
Alright.
2 corpses right now.
I will boost to
I'm
hit.
within 8 for collection,
Alright.
but I can't get the army yet.
Hits.
I'm a 12 off 2.
your armor 19.
Dice of 4. I'm gonna
11.
I boost. Kills.
Oops.
Yep. This guy, this Gremlin Swarm, misses. The second guy hits.
12 isn't. Oh, you aimed. Yeah.
I mean, off
1 point.
Yeah.
So dice of 2. Wait. 5 is left. So maybe it's a.
Oh, I am.
Shoots.
So
First shot hits
16.
of 2.
And I still need half.
Kills. Second shot will go to this Krueger2. Hits dice of 9.
Was it this one? Was it?
Yeah.
I'm 21. Yeah.
Nothing. Last shot. Hit. No, misses.
I don't have a boost, so dice of 2. Still out. And secondary blast still 2.
This mannequin will spray the Gremlin Swarm. I will boost to hit. Hits. I will boost the damage. Need a 7.
I'm 12. So yeah, you need 7.
Yeah.
Just smash all my models.
Impact.
Push the night.
Power 16. That's 2. So 1. Charge. 10. Impact. All the charge here. Oh, sorry. Yeah. First right, I guess. And bad.
My 13.
13. Minus 4. I'm stupid. Really stupid. Yes.
So Hugh will move, give Puppet Master and teleport here.
What a good wizard.
Ready.
Sorry?
What a good wizard.
Yeah. So
Judge!
I put.
this Wildward will aim.
Shoot the doggo.
Yeah. Hits.
Yeah, I don't know.
Boost the damage of 1.
I'm stupid. I'm just stupid.
Take 6 to the. No, I will Puppet Master.
Okay.
This happens when you're so in the moment.
Yeah.
I was like,
Take 12 to the 4. Second shot misses. Puppet Master. Last one hits. I will boost the damage.
No, but I
dead.
I move there. Respect me. I die. Can this one still make it charge attack or not?
This guy will run.
I know you can make 3 strikes, but to be honest.
This King and Mouse is base to base and in a range. Can I move him?
Yeah, sure. If you want to see.
I'm looking for something else to do this because.
Proxy, small proxy.
Okay, so I think.
Alright.
My fault.
So this guy will trample to touch the
Can I
zone.
reposition
Okay.
or not?
He can reach that far, right?
Yeah, 8 inches. And I just want to just barely touch it.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I'll trigger Labyrinth.
Alright.
Okay, so feedback.
I'll do
Show
boost.
me your range.
It's coffee and I forgot my feet.
Alright, boosted TK on the Cage Rager.
This one will charge you.
Hits. I will TK you.
It's not that bright. Okay, so on him it's power 15.
Power 14. Minus if you have that one. So they have 2.
So he spent 3, right? Or was it trample? for
Trample, TK and boost, yes. Sorry.
I will definitely.
3? And he's facing like that. So you trample that.
Ah, yeah. So I'm speed 3 now. So I trample.
Dark shot straight. It's 4.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go? So you don't see it. Quite some variant.
This has got all messed up for all the moving. Do you remember these were all supposed to be base to base, and now there's this gap, which is really important for the scenario.
It's not important because I will push this guy first, this guy second, and this guy last. So.
Fair enough. You can get the angle. It's
Yeah.
fine.
So I'm starting. No, I'm not starting within your control, so I can move 6, right?
Correct.
Power 10. So armor 16 and 6.
Can move here. And pretty sure I'll get the angle I need. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. So let's move. Let's check the range to this skin and nose. Out. So let's fit. I will start with this skin and mouse. Do you want to do it yourself?
If it's easier for you, just show me the line. Is it like that?
Yep. So the crab it.
Like that?
So you're out of trench, right?
I believe so, yeah. I mean,
alright. So this guy. The crab it.
like that?
Yep. The skin and mouse.
Like that.
The Cage Rager. This Cage Rager will bump
He
you over.
stops. I think this one will go this way and hit him.
Yeah.
So they're base to base.
Those two are affected, but
Can't be
cannot
pushed
move.
and she can't be pushed.
Then I will do undergrowth. I will should death. Why would I do it?
Not the death now.
Yeah, let's shoot the death now.
Okay.
Misses.
Strong start.
Yeah. Then I will do a forest. No, I won't do that first. Wait. I will reload. Yeah, reload my gun. Hits, boost the damage on death now.
Okay, I'm a 20.
Yeah, of 8. So take 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Reload my gun. And boost the damage.
Okay.
So nothing. Camping 1. Now Your threat range is horrible, right?
Oh, it's real bad.
Yeah.
I mean, if you walk next to me, I might be able to get you. But...
Yeah, but I'm watching power. No, I didn't ref one.
I'll just move my free.
2-3 inches.
Do a gallows on death knell.
Power first, and then I need 4. So
Hits.
roll
And I will boost the damage.
Power 13? Minus 7. That
So
is...
take 4.
so I need.
Oh, you have tentacles. It did
I'll roll anything in this one. Okay. It's 1-4, nothing.
Let's move this guy and TK you.
So now the question is, should I go
Just
for the rapid fire shot?
They've all activated.
Yep.
We'll cancel it.
Alright. Let's do anime.
I'll do the open fire, but I'll move first.
Then move the stones.
No, it was like
He will stone shield.
excuse me.
Your caster is speed.
6.
Alright. So
I don't know if you've defeated on him.
first one is nothing.
We didn't check and it's pretty close. Do you want to measure it?
Yeah.
So he's at 4.
Should I lift this up?
And you're back short.
She's out.
Yes, I hit, so I did this. So like
5, 6.
You threat 6 with those guys, right?
All is the same. This one is that +1.
I will move and face jump to be with him for.
I have 6, 9 to see me.
You can spell me.
So 11.
He moves here, removes the fury, and go. I will score 3. 1,
Don't you score 4?
3. Oh, 4. Sorry. Thanks.
You're welcome. So 6, and then I take one from my dead beast, puts me to 7. So -2 speed for all models except Dreamer. Great.
You're welcome.
So
Oh, Cortex.
he is within 8. The rough terrain extends 6, 5.
Yep.
Is it 5? So it doesn't matter.
Yep.
So I can charge him, fine. That's the thing.
Yep.
I've got no art nodes. Oops. Sorry. Is he within 9? Yeah, so I can get him. That might keep me in the game, so I guess we've got to try it. Is he camping anything?
1.
He's camping 1. So killing him is unlikely.
If I wouldn't camp, you would have any chance?
2 power 12s with 1 boost.
Alright. And magical ability 7?
Yep.
Ah, alright.
I think we're at that point in the game already, which is not great.
Yeah. Spread the net saved me actually.
Spread the net is a disaster. It's a real disaster. And then losing that Gorehound early, it's like, I shouldn't have put an aiming range, it's my fault,
Yeah.
but it was still real bad.
Not in aiming range.
Yeah, it was a silly mistake. It's like there's nowhere I can contest this.
Nope.
Run -2 speed, run 8, or it can move 9 for the leap. Yeah. You've sensibly put nothing in range for me to turn into things. I suppose in theory I could get that one, but then am I getting this one?
And this was probably a mistake. You thought that he's blocking the fit, and you could do it with Death Knell.
Maybe. I can't really stop all your angles. I think regardless you can push me some way. But maybe.
Right. Just like here, base to base, and I cannot do anything. I would need to be like from here. See?
Yeah, no, it's right.
And so like 16.
Okay, so speed 2.
Yep.
We will advance into the zone.
Yep.
We will give this gentleman some corpses. Let's say 2.
K-Treasure can have more than one?
3.
Whoa.
I reckon we can give him all 3. No, we'll give him 2.
Alright.
No, we'll give him 1. So I'll get to 4.
Alright.
Then I'll spend 2 to heal 2d3 on this. Heals for 6.
No. All the damage I done.
It's taken 2.
So 20 left?
Yep.
I can do it.
Yes, you can. It's going to. Can't put everything everywhere. It's going to toe the zone, base
Yeah,
to
sure,
base.
sure.
Dreamer's within 14 of this,
So,
and it's within 8 of this.
within 14 of this guy?
Yep.
Even though
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
And it's within 8 of this. So we're going to Abyssal Gate it.
Sure.
It's dead, it becomes a mouse. Dreamer then needs to go over this way. Because she needs to pee. Whew. This is real bad. Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you have a small alcohol?
You want to create a phantasm from this game?
No, I just need him to be in control so that I can force him to actually kill you. So it needs to be about here, which is not great. I need to manifest destiny, then I'm camping 1, have a shield guard, can run a cage rager. Alright, we'll try it. Then 14.
Yep.
Cast Manifest Destiny, camp 1.
Sure.
This guy is speed 4, so his charge is only 7, but he can move and leap up to 9.
Alright.
So he's just going to get in melee range and in control
Yep.
with a leap. And then he attacks you. He hits. He'll boost.
8?
Power 8, armor 12 will boost. Kills. He will charge him.
Yeah, you are in one.
So your speed... your speed's 3 now, so you charge 6?
Okay, weapon. Okay, this is the weapon. Yeah. 12.
Like so.
Yeah, it's in range. Just
Yeah, it has to be.
place the model.
So, spend 1 to charge. Power 17, so -1.
Yeah.
That is 6 to 1. Second initial. That is 9 to 6. Burn attacks. First one. Hits. That is 7 to 3. Burn attack. That is 5 to 3. This is going to be close. Burn attack. The last one.
Yeah.
Hits. -1. 10 to 4. Think that gets him?
Yeah.
Okay. Turn him into this fella. He actually, can I get away with the big one? Let's just see. He is only speed 4, but he only needs to go that far. So yeah, quite easily. So he is going to 4. He can't contest this, but he's being engaged by him, and he's done 4. All right, I'm alive on scenario, but unfortunately, it's still dead. So, speed 6, no. So, Crabbit advances 4. That doesn't really help, but we'll try it anyway. Leaps 5. And we'll have it facing away from Dreamer, just in case I end up frenzying into her and killing her. That would be bad.
If you move like this, you are in
He needs to be away.
Yeah, you need
I score 1. Yep. I'm quite proud of that. Finish me off.
Fury.
Yeah.
3 and 3. That's a good start. So I need to score 3 points.
You're 1 ahead of me, so you need to score 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. That might be greedy.
Yeah.
Because then I
You definitely have the movement to go.
yeah, the point is I want to check the time of the
Just one way.
What's damaged here? Death knell?
The death knell's taken 2. You have yet to attack a heavy, I believe. They are all unharmed.
Alright, so don't need to worry about sacrifice now. Serenity 1.
So first one, that's only for 14.
It's 2.
So 14, so
Armor 18 now, right?
It's not a
five,
mess.
so 6.
I'll play my
It's 6 right now. It's in range.
Yeah. 1 corpse.
Yep. What a corpse it is.
Remove this.
So 3. So that's 8 left.
First the disabled art.
Yes.
That is
6. No, you have synergy.
What's your power?
17.
No, strength.
Oh.
10?
11.
Okay, 21 base. Plus 4. 1 dice.
Well, 7.
So 6.
Power 13, so our dice
that's okay. Hits.
Yes.
Let's move the shifting stones right here. And this guy will throw a bomb into you. Yeah.
Boom. I
Miss.
think you might miss, yeah. Amazing. Do you want to scatter?
Yellow is direction.
So that way, it's going to clip this. Is that the event?
No.
12 to the 3.
or 9 moves.
That's your last one.
You still have to roll.
Like something like 12.
TK?
We'll cancel it.
Yeah, sure.
Jacob, heb jij zin om tegen een Engelsman te spelen die goed
Oh, this one?
Krueger.
You can get me. I finished a concert with a shepherd, so...
So definitely it's within 8.
Should I just lift this up?
Yeah,
to find
sure.
out? Because it looks pretty close.
No.
Can't even do it. Yeah,
And also you're
pretty poorly.
Can get to.
I think it would be yesterday. But midnight tired me down.
So this guy will go here. No, this guy will go here. Give him +2 strength. Puppet Master and teleport to a flag.
Puppet Master what? Sorry, the weird. Oh, it's long range, yeah.
If you let's run out the sixes.
It's bad.
MVP. Let's go. Yes. Yes. Power.
7.
Push.
Dice of 12.
Nice 12.
So 16.
I'm so evil.
Yes.
I did it yesterday on the 16.
Let's go. No.
Nice
I
game.
think we score one and this.
Fun game. I knew it was a hard game. And I've got it twice in a row.
Oh, but it was less important this turn.
Yeah, but if I feed it the last turn,
Last turn it would have been important. Yeah, exactly. I would only have killed Tomasz. Oh, no.
I'll clear it all and then it's all. You kill model there.
So
You can move the...
Megalith will go here.
Griffin that was standing here.
Yeah.
Yes, with the charge.
So it's with an 8, right?
Oh yeah.
Easy peasy, and you've got line of sight?
I saw you to put in the model, and I thought, wait a minute, there's standing a model of me in the.
So I will force to TK Deathknell. Hits.
I'm 12. I'm defense 12.
Oh. Shit. I thought it's 10.
It should be, but it's 12 for some reason.
Sorry?
It looks like it should be def 10,
Yeah.
but it's 12.
It's Puppet Master.
Okay.
Yep.
You want it this way?
Yep.
Shall I turn it around?
Yeah.
That's
Thanks.
most important.
Like that?
So, hit you.
On one
Hits.
hand, it's really nice. And the other
What's your stats right now?
19.
So I'm 17, but yeah, I'm 17. 16 plus 1.
Yeah, so plus 2. So take 11 to the 3. Second initial hits. Take 6 to the 5. Bye. Hits.
Oh yeah, minus 10.
Take 8 to the 5. Bye. Hits.
triggered, just get them almost fully hit.
Dead.
And I need to roll 16. And I'm 16. Yeah.
So this guy will spray. You take the Fury.
I'm thinking about it. 4, 5. I've only got 3 others. Yeah, one. None of them have Fury on them. So. Can I get a corpse?
Wait, it's stop.
Oh, it's mine.
So boost to hit.
I'm 13.
Yeah. I aim.
Yeah.
Boost the damage.
I'm 12, so minus 2, 8 points.
8.
It's got 5 left.
No melee range, right?
Correct.
Magic.
Smooth. Shoot you.
Crab it, yeah.
Boost. Hits.
Straight dice, I got 5 boxes.
Alright.
You got me.
Second shot here. Hits.
Sorry, on what? On that?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the back, right?
Yep.
Boost the damage.
Am I in melee? Yep. So I'm def 10, in the back is 8, in concealment is 10, in melee is 14.
Yeah. So I missed.
Yep. And then you could hit him, but you can't actually target him, so it's irrelevant. Because the forest.
So I didn't boost the damage.
Yep.
So the last shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hits.
Yep.
Boost the damage.
I'm 18.
6.
Off 6. Yep. Have you got any upkeeps out?
No.
Okay.
So what I need to do is to kill this.
Well, that seems impossible.
TK.
Wait for 666.
Ram. And I win. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That would score you 4. That would
Win
That
the
would
game.
win if you do it right. I can't. It seems pretty easy.
I can actually TK, kill the mouse, and that's the game.
Could be, yeah.
So I can TK, move, TK, right? Yeah. Just to make sure. I will TK with the 7.
I'm annoyed because I put him within inside, but he's obviously
No, you
not
couldn't
now.
do it.
Maybe
You
not.
couldn't because I TK'd you out and you were speed 2, so you couldn't enter the zone that I cannot TK you.
I could have run, but yeah, fine. It's my fault. It's my bad. I should have been more clear.
So I will do TK. If I don't, no snakes. All right, let's do it. No snakes. Yeah,
So out the zone.
yeah, and then move. Just to see him, and do boosted TK.
Yeah. So def 14. You need a 7. Yep. You have to kill the mouse.
Oh, kill the
I
mouse.
mean, you can shake my hand, but
Boost to hit.
well done. Well played. Good game.
Thanks.
Whew, it's a tough one on this scenario.
Yeah. Yeah. How?
Scenario.
A scenario.
I think I should have played more aggressive for sure.
That's
I think
the.
I misplayed it. I think I've just got to feed you my army and hope enough lives and play that game.
Yeah, that's the same thing I told Tom in round 1 because I played the same matchup.
Yeah. So
Like
on
you
that,
said in podcast, muscle through Krueger.
yeah, that's, I should have taken my own advice, right? So on the turn where my stuff is like this, what I was thinking, rather than scoring the 2 points, I should have just gone
Yeah.
and hope that would be good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's tough on spread the net anyway.
It is real tough.
Because if
I
you're
rely
here-
on my skirmishing things not all getting. Like you've got, it's a lot of those. It's one of those things where we have very few attacks that are very swingy,
Yeah.
and I need you not to hit and kill on every attack.
Aye.
But you're like, yeah, kill that, kill that, kill that. Despite the
Yeah,
bullhounds,
if you
it's
play
like-
this game, I would probably clamp you.
I feel like on
here
this
and
scenario,
surround.
whatever I do, I'm massively disadvantaged. Like honestly, with your tech into Grimkin,
You mean Enfeeble? Removal?
and the hard hitting heavy instead of guns. And with this, which is annoying either way in these, I think it's difficult for me regardless.
Yeah, the gun gives me assassination. But you would be more aggressive with
Like,
it.
I don't
gun.
think the assassination is nearly as big a deal as being able to. You
Yeah,
can
maybe, but this guardian was like, here, I forgot to activate him turn 2.
No, you killed a bullhound.
In turn 3 I killed the Gorehound, right? No?
I went first. No, I went second.
Because for one, when I passed the clock, maybe...
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I passed the clock and I look at the table and I forgot to move this guy.
Oh, okay.
He was within the stones, you charged the Gorehound then, and
I
then
assumed you had him deliberately in the stones. Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
I didn't realise you'd forgot.
But I think the play would be correct if not the Gorehounds and the stuff that were really important for scenario. You gave it to me like
Too easily.
too easily. You
Yeah.
cannot leave them to when I can aim.
Yeah, that was very sloppy of me. I should have pre-measured that. There was no reason to be an aiming range of all of them.
Yeah, the Mirage was good because it gave me like, do I commit my World Word? But I figured out the World Word will go and I would lose the World Word
Yeah.
from Cage Rager, and then I cannot remove those stuff that will be on the edges.
Yeah. It's tough because part of the problem is the way my army plays is on this scenario. I have to almost have heavies here, and I just don't have. I kind of have. It's very hard to avoid a situation where it isn't just Gorehounds versus your stuff,
Yeah.
and your stuff is really good at killing Gorehounds.
Yeah.
So it's like
So you think it's a better matchup for me than Bradigus?
on this scenario, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, if the scenario is slow, I don't think it's especially good for you.
Alright.
Like, might be, but like.
No, on the pit 2 I lose. Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of attrition, right? It's like it's not great for you,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, on this scenario, it's way better.
Yeah, I would love to play with you with Bradigus 3 heavies and see if it works.
Yeah, it might be.
Because last time I lost, when I analyzed the game, I did some misplays, and the third Guardian makes a difference, but not losing the stick guys that are on fire That was the giant misplay because they are so good in removing gorehounds. They have all attacks boosted when they are on fire.
It's pretty strong.
But Ben killed me anyway, so
Yeah?
yeah, he won. In tiebreakers, he left Dreamer presenting back with no transfer in range of worldwide, and I was just like millimeter out of command of control, so I couldn't charge him. Yeah, and couldn't remove the Fury. All right. You're playing Crucible Guard in Invitational?
Yeah, but like the fate stage is resolving them.
No?
Well, unless I can borrow some models. I've only got one list.
All right.
Then we.
You want to win the Invitational?
Well, I want to not feel like, oh, I've got one list. Pick your best list. Oh, I win. Okay. Next round, pick your best list. Okay, you win.
Ah, all right.
Yeah.
Sure. Grimkins again.
Oh, please don't.
But I was so down. I mean,
LC, and it's not really LC.
I felt like I'm going here to a slaughter to play the only dodge I have, because I built it for Grimkins, the additional heavy and stuff, but I've tested it once in the first round of this tournament and it wasn't convincing my opponent. I looked at the table and I told him that you just run at my face and I lose, and he was like,
I think you underestimate how hard. Like, I think the problem with this is with the way you're set up. I think you actually get ahead in the heavy trade. I think it's if I just put everything in threat range, I think it's reasonable that you could kill 3 cage rages.
if I can TK the
Yeah,
because
it's
this is
so
power
easy for
18, power 18, power 19 and 18.
He's 20, right?
If I give him the strength bonus.
Yeah, but they're like 17 and 16 normally, right?
17, 16.
Yeah.
So 16 won't kill the Cage Rager, right?
No, but you've got 4 heavies, 2 strength buffs, right?
2 strength buffs.
Yeah. You can reasonably expect, I think, to move this back. Maybe I'm wrong.
Then it costs me TK. So I need to do TK from Krueger because heavies need Fury to kill the stuff.
Yeah.
So I need to put Krueger close to your heavies and hope that they will die, and I won't die in retaliation because Manifest Destiny kills Krueger easily. And heavies are 1 inch reach, and this was the issue I had when I was playing with you, the Bradigus. That, like, let's say I move like here, you're like this usually, right? So sometimes the positioning and the terrain makes it that I cannot actually put 2 heavies on one of your heavies, right? If I leave you on like 1 box or 2,
no, I see
and
what you're
then you
saying.
can sacrifice.
I just feel like you have so many advantages in this matchup with this terrain and this scenario. Like, for example, I think if I have to go super heavy, you basically get to choose exactly how your targets work, right? And you could just do things like
yeah.
right? And then I'm like, fuck, I lose.
Yeah, you mean play around the...
Yeah. And especially with rough terrain, forests, your feet, you have so many ways to stop Cage Rages ever being relevant. Like, the reason I didn't push forwards is because I thought even if I'm here, you don't have to commit. And if you want to, you just split, you kill half my army and the other half does nothing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is the thing I was... in Bradigus game, I had 2 heavies and we were playing with abstraction in the middle, so I could do the same.
Yeah, I just think whatever I do in this setup is disastrous. Maybe I should have picked the other half, but I like...
Is the game over?
Yeah. The other half?
Yeah, maybe, but I don't think it really helps.
I really wanted this one.
Yeah, I know. I think either way it's bad. Like,
That's,
I think
that's
you can.
Krueger's
I think whatever happens, you can abuse the shit out of this against me.
Well, how did the game play out again?
We jostled for position in the middle. Not very much of interest happened there, but on the flanks, Gorehounds and Gremlin Swarms got slaughtered by mannequins, and Krueger with feet was able to score 4. So I scored 2, he scored 4. I scored 1 and contested everything, which I'm very proud of. And then he scored 4 and won, like 8-3.
Score 4, was that all the zones in a flag? Was it all 3 zones and then your flag?
Yeah, everything but that.
Yeah, when you contested everything, I was like looking what we are going to do because I thought you automatically lose because you cannot contest this. And this the thing I told you before. Like I always forget that people actually remember to put phantasms.
Yeah, they're really helpful, but they weren't enough to save me. Yeah, I think it's just so tough. Basically the way I felt every turn was whatever I do, I can see how you counter it and triply beat me, and that's how I felt playing this matchup on the scenario.
So when you saw my moves in your head, was it accurate?
I was like
this.
I was basically like I can think of like half a dozen ways you just fuck me. I wonder which one you're gonna pick. Oh, that one, cool. It was like just awful.
Watching the undergrowth take, like I've not played Krueger2 with Megalith since Mark 2, but watching the undergrowth against Krueger, just like
Undergrowth and TK and Gallows against me.
So hard.
So you were
Arcane
nervous?
Vortexes are good, but not when you have so many. Because like Arcane Vortex is great against casters that have 1 or 2 important spells in the game, but against a caster that can put out like 6 a turn, it's just awful. Yeah, and you did exactly the right thing, which was on turn 2. You forced me to use corpses or lose heavies, and then after that, I'm like, well,
Yeah.
and just your play thing. I just do whatever you like with my heavies.
Yeah, my plan was to use your corpses and do it as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
So, because I lost the previous game on clock, I was like, I need to just think about anything and just do it. Don't
And I
look
feel
for
like
any
I'm
other-
caught in a catch-22 because I can't let you do that on turn 2 because that's even worse for me. Because if I let you do it, then you just kill a heavy for free, and I'm no retaliation.
Yeah.
And you can do that every turn.
Yeah.
You're like, do you want to keep letting me do this? Like,
Now I'm thinking if this Gallows was fortunate or unfortunate, because behind was Unimos that can.
yeah, I don't think the Gallows was especially relevant, but it was that plus the threat of TKs
Yeah.
that meant I had to stop. You still made me burn 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I roll like 6 on the first Gallows, would it change anything? I would need to be closer. Oh no. Krueger TKs me back.
Yeah, you TK back in the undergrowth.
Yeah, I can never melee you if you don't let me.
Alright.
Like, I think if you do the math, if you've still got your feet and I run base to base with you, I think I still can't get cage rages into you if you don't want me to.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because you push me 2, TK me 2, put me in rough terrain, and then you can move your model if you want.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and my total threat range under your feet and in rough terrain is 2.5 inches.
Yeah.
Like, it's just it's just a nightmare.
Yeah, and this is what I told you with Megalith. I can punch when the weight of stone TK out, and you cannot move back to me because your speed on a feet, your speed 0.
Yeah.
Can you be speed 0?
Yeah, you can be speed 0.
And you cannot charge, so you just stay where you are
Why
because
can't you
you're
charge?
turned backwards, right?
Oh yeah. You can trample 3. Well, trample 1.5 in rough terrain. Yeah.
So now I see why you win a lot. I mean, you foresaw this game. You were a bit nervous during the game.
Oh, I just thought I was like, I hope you really fuck up. And then when you did a really great turn 2, I was like, oh, all right, let's just do my best.
Yeah, I didn't see how it's going to end up, and seeing you, like, I felt like you are a bit nervous or something, and I was like, why he's nervous? It's so good matchup, and then I was like,
No, I think it's really like
Now I see,
basically
yeah.
because I think it has to be on a slow scenario where I run. I don't know. It has to be a scenario where I can afford to put everything here,
Yeah.
not lose on these flanks, and weather your feet and everything, and you get 2 rounds of attrition and still.
What do you think about going first?
I think it's. I don't know. I think going second is better.
Really? Because then I fit bottom of 2 to score, right?
Because you score first and control me.
Alright.
And you, like we discussed, right? One of the things you did, which was really good, is you made it incredibly hard for me to make phantasms to contest.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's probably a situation where if you go second, you score at least 2, and you can probably score more, right? Probably. But minimum 2.
One,
but it's
2.
probably possible for you to score somewhere between 2 and 5. Right?
Maybe not 5, but 3, I think, tops.
I think whichever, maybe. Because I've got quite a lot of gremlins left alive at that point, I guess.
Yeah.
So maybe 3 tops. And then the best I can do is maybe contest everything. Maybe get
Score
a point.
1,
and then
2.
it's even more trivial for you to. Best case for me, I score 2 and contest that with phantasms. And then you just.
Problem is, I'm definitely going back to Circle now that the kid's dropped. Because, it's so fun. And I can play lots of things I want to play. But Krueger2, I don't know if I want to play him in Bones or in Devourer's Host.
And what?
Devourer's Host.
I think there's some
I love
compelling
him. I
arguments.
love him with Storm Raptors, but in Devourer's Host you can take Storm Raptors and 2 Thermal Fighter Champions.
Yeah.
As free
they're
models.
very different.
They kill a heavy themselves.
Yeah.
Because Bones is incredible because you have the geomancy.
Yeah, it's a completely
is
different
just
thing.
a nightmare.
You've got
But,
less control.
yeah,
It's kind of like the difference between.
it's very different.
It's kind of the difference between Mark II Haley 2 builds. You could play her
Yeah.
with Thorn and do all the control-y stuff.
Or you can
which
play
is
with
this.
like hard hitting stuff.
Or you could just go, here's the thing that's going to kill everything.
Yeah, it would be incredibly different lists, and
Yeah.
they'd have different good and bad matchups, but you could definitely do either one.
I'm definitely playing the bird though. I think it's cool.
It's funny from my perspective because everyone was ignoring Circle for a long time, and now when the CID was announced, everyone is excited about playing Krueger that was available for a long time.
Yeah, no. For me, it was never Krueger that was the issue. It was the lack of other things I wanted to play.
Yeah.
I always loved the living beasts in Circle.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah, I didn't want to play Bones, so I didn't. It's basically invented. But I don't have to, so I'm quite happy about that.
By the way, do we care about control points and kill points or anything?
We might do because tiebreakers might matter.
I think
You're
they
cut.
specifically said
Oh,
they
it's
cut
cut?
the
So
top
I don't think we care, do we?
two. Are you playing in Steamroller now?
Yep. Crucible Guards. I one list the Steamroller, that'll be fine. I don't mind if I
what
get a
time
bunch
does
of
it
bad
start?
matchups. In the afternoon, I think it's after lunch.
I'm playing in Steamroller 4.
Oh, I should sign up for it. There's no one at the desk right now.
I wish I'd known they were going to drop it this weekend though. I would have brought Tharn with me.
Yeah. I was painting Farn for this event, but then my bag was already heavy, and then I didn't finish the models I wanted to.
Mind if I have a look at a couple of your models?
Sure.
Oh man, I love bulky new Megalith.
Yeah, he's cool.
So much cooler than my stupid derpy metal one.
I bought him like 9 times because I was putting him on my cart, in the shop, and then I was removing. Now too much money. I will add him. Remove, and I was doing it like for a week, and then I was just buying.
Love the gems. Really well done.
Thanks.
Oh man, unlucky.
So you're going to go to Lock and Load then? It's a qualifier, right?
I don't know.
Champions is quite qualified, right?
Well, both were.
Oh, are they? Oh, cool.
I thought so.
I qualified last year and I didn't go there.
It is a big trip.
It's hard. I'm not sure.
Big
Even if I
trip.
qualified these days, I'm not sure I could go.
Like this year I know people because I met a lot of guys at WTC that offered me that I can stay in their place when I go there, but I didn't have the option at the time, so it would be like massive expense for me.
Yeah, no, it's tough. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure I could go if I qualified.
And what country are you from?
UK, so
Yeah, so it's easier for
built to
you.
fly from Heathrow. Not a teacher though.
nearer, yeah.
It's the time for me that's the issue, not the money.
Is it not in the summer
Alright.
holidays?
Nope.
July? June?
It's
Oh,
just
June
when I go
last
back.
year.
So either just when I go back or just when I'm about to leave. It just works out as in the middle of time that I couldn't take off.
So it's opposite for me. I'm self-employed, so I make my own time.
Yeah.
But the money was just.
Insane.
It's like average 2 average salaries in Poland to go there.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck? not a cheap trip.
Because it like landing in Normandy.
A bit, but I enjoy it.
Patrick? I got.
Yeah, but that's my mom.
And in general, you probably won't play
Especially in this scenario.
Oh, now it's all fine.
1 hour to
that?
I got smashed.
Smash?
Got smashed. I was playing against Krueger2 on Spread the Net, and it's very, very difficult. And he's got a lot of good stuff for fighting me. So I gave it a good shot, but ultimately I was not able to hold my own on scenario.
That's a shame. How many heavies did you manage to clear before you...
I killed one, but it wasn't really, it was more of a game of, he has so much control on that list, there's nothing I can really do, if that makes sense. Like, basically, he has so much control that before his feet, I can run base to base with him with my heavies, and he can put them far enough away that I can't attack him.
Yeah.
Like,
So you're just playing cat and mouse chase, aren't you?
yeah. And on this scenario, that's like unacceptable, right? Because he's winning the flanks and ignoring all my stuff.
Especially a nice forest in between the things.
Yeah. And with this terrain, it's like...
I don't know, it just seems a lot more open board than what you expect.
Well, it's actually very dense board on where it matters, right? Because so much of this game is played here.
That's what I mean. But when he's got that and he's going around the flanks, where he wants to go, he's got nothing to worry about, and the fire axe are on our side.
Yep. It was pretty rough.
What was his second list?
Not sure. What's in there? One Mucha.
So really, you only had one drop, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I needed to play Dreamer just to stay relevant on this scenario with the Phantasms, but...
Yeah.
And she did, like, she kept me...
I love how they work. Phantasms, so...
Yeah, she kept me in the scenario game for a little while, but it was not enough.
A little while and seeing if you can get open or not.
I definitely could have played better, but it was hard.
Well, you could have said that midnight last night when you were still playing.
Patrick, I was describing a game to Martin, and you're welcome to watch it on the stream. There was a situation here.
Sorry, I just dropped.
No words. Here. Grab it.
Yeah, you were saying?
Yeah. So there was a situation here, like this, and this model moved, and you said like that they were supposed to be base to base, and it should matter, right? So the thing is, you did your whole turn, and this Gremlin Swarm was here, and then you looked at the table and were, oh, I forgot to activate this. So no, this is the last one, and you moved him like somewhere, right?
Somewhere
here,
yeah.
Let's say. This guy was placed perfectly. I was like looking for angles. How do I kill him? Because I cannot push incorporeal model.
Yeah, you're right. That was a mistake for sure.
Yeah, he was in perfect place. I was sure you activated him and you moved him, and I was like, oh yeah, Christmas.
I feel like I was very sloppy in that game. I haven't played against Krueger2 very much. for ages. It used to be I played against Krueger2 twice a week, and I could just
In Mark II, right?
In Mark II, and I could just dismantle everything he did. To the point where with 14-inch range gun mages, I was like, cool, Krueger's there, the druids are there. Let's just eyeball 14, bam, 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 all the druids are dead. Cool, and I could just play everything. But I feel like with Krueger, he's got such a huge bag of tricks, and you have to know them perfectly to play around all of them.
Yeah.
And also, the playstyle changed a bit from Mark II. It's not the Mark II Krueger, really.
Yeah.
But you did a podcast, so you had to do some.
Yeah, like, I know him, don't get me wrong. I just made a few small mistakes, which is all you need. It's the kind of thing where, this is one of the reasons why I think it's a bad matchup, where all you need to do is go, I'm safe. And I have to go, is every model exactly to the millimeter in the right spot? Yeah? It's not, I lose. And you're like, cool, I'm safe, you'll go.
Yeah, Krueger
and you
always...
wait, one model's out of position, you're dead.
Yeah, usually Krueger plays like it. I'm just looking for opponent's mistake, not like, I don't like rush you. I try to react on you.
Yeah, and a lot of the times it's just the fact that it's not even a mistake, it's just you can't necessarily do everything either. You know, whatever a model is doing, it can't be every all the time. Like sometimes people say things like, oh, why is that guy, like why is that in range of this and not this? Because then I kill that, but yeah, but if I'm there then you kill that. And it's like, you can't necessarily, you have to make compromises. Sometimes they're not even mistakes, that obviously is a mistake.
And that guy capitalizes on that.
Yeah, and then they just capitalize on whatever. Yeah. It reminds me when I was playing Haiti 2. It was like, you just wait for your opponents to have their turn. So that's the weak spot, you know. And then like, oh, I could have done this. You're like, beat that. Oh, I could have done this. Okay, beat that. Just pick whatever it is to be.
Yeah.
What happened? My net got spread real far, and then Krueger just.
There are all the grumbly men on the table.
Yeah, they're survivors.
You just never made it to spread the net.
I scored 3 points. I'll have you know. I made him get 8. I contested on his feet turn, everything. I was very proud of myself.
Yeah, that was good.
So good, so good. Not nearly good enough.
What did you play?
Krueger.
I guess this scenario helps you a little bit in this match.
Not sure if there's any better one.
Yeah, no, definitely it's the best one. Sure.
It's even
Mirage?
better than Kriya's one.
Oh yeah, no, this is way better for you than Mirage.
Yeah, because Phantasm can go on the flags, right?
Piercer and open fire.
And your battle group can't score anything in there.
He has Eye of Truth.
Recon 2?
Blast within 5.
I think this is way better than Recon 2 for you. Mainly because
I don't need to spread my arm.
it's 5 active scoring locations where Recon really is only 4, and it's sort of only 2.
In a way,
It's like these 2 spots. Yeah.
Like, you know, out of targets.
Can I have truth be in any field? It's only
No,
with Malekith.
it's only so people actually forgot what he does. There was time when he was like,
Yeah,
Actually,
I just
I-
remember that like he was everywhere, but now like I haven't seen him.
he's not in no team. By the way, his blast is even better blast because it works on fits. Yeah, because it works on damage roll, on attack and damage roll, not on like weapons that blast. It's just like if your model within 5 inches makes an like attack roll or damage roll, you ignore spell effects adding to damage. And with the fit, you are a friendly faction within 5 doing a damage roll.
Ah,
So
okay,
it works
okay, now
on
I get it. Okay.
It works on Severus 2 fit.
Yeah, I thought you meant that you ignore feet, like feet armor. I
No,
was
no,
like,
no, no, no. You have blast on Severus 2 damage.
Yeah,
But you cannot do that now inside him.
yeah. Now I get it. Yeah, that's not really as strong as I thought.
Yeah, ignoring feet, like +3 armor, no?
Actually, if it's Baldur's Fit, you do it.
Yeah.
Because you have, it's just blast. It's just blast. It's kind of blast.
Johan, can I have my Crucible Guard back? I need
Yes.
them for, you're not using the others, are you? I want them for the steamroller.
There's in order you're yearning now.
The afternoon one. It's not until after lunch.
The-
Do you have any models you're not using?
I grasz tym symbole? Tak, chyba. No wiesz, rządzisz sobie, Steamroller w sobotę dla 14, wszyscy grają tu albo w czempionce, coś tam, a tu Jepszar, tak.
I've got 2 and 3, I need one more.
W czempionce jest tylko 12 osób.
Ale i tak wiesz, miałem jedną grę, w której przeszłem na takim parcie, że ja pierdolę.
I quite like one of each heavy. I feel like I need something that's great. And without the battle engine, I like the suppressor. I would use a retaliator, but I don't think you've got a spare
I don't remember if I brought. She might have a suppressor. I don't remember if I brought.
I've got a
1 do 6, że to będzie
You
spread.
don't have a spare retaliator.
Tak.
Right.
To też jest inny ale nie umniejsze.
Hatchak I have.
Yeah, me too.
Z drugiej strony ja na przykład nie mam
Thinking what I brought for. Oh, Alchemists. I have
Też będzie cię najlepszy.
No właśnie, dlatego w meczapie, w którym się czułem super niepewnie, bo nie znam nic, but I think that znaczy inaczej.
I think I'm just gonna do a survey through a list with 4 transfers.
Czytałeś zasady, nie znaczy, że wiesz, co ja widziała tak naprawdę.
Bamboozle people
Nie
stand.
przeczytałem nic z tej frakcji.
They're so good with it.
Tylko usłyszałem, że
I love the synergy of feeding themselves
na
on the feet. It's
tak.
cute.
Nie będę się przejmował.
Nie wiesz, ja generalnie mam co do zasady, jak wychodzi pierwsze zasady, to czytam pierwsze zasady mniej więcej czego się spodziewać mogę. Jeśli to nie jest CIT, który mnie bardzo interesuje, to zazwyczaj nie czytam nic po drodze, chyba że chcę w nim uczestniczyć. I potem, znaczy inaczej, po prostu przeczytam sobie z deweloperem, bo inaczej masz ten śmietnik z ostatniej, bo często ludzie mówią, o jeśli będzie w takiej wersji jak na koniec, tak na przykład wiesz,
Oh my
plus 1
gosh.
defensa, minus
How
1
much did you
defensa,
kill?
tak jak ty mówisz, minus 1 defensa, czy nam deweloper mówi, gdzie jest ten defensa? Ty mówisz, a w CIT-zie było plus 1, nie? I nagle okazuje się, że jest CIT śmietnik, który
I just accidentally got
ale
Bamjack as
z
well.
drugiej strony czasem jesteś najarany na coś,
Wow.
No właśnie, jak jesteś najarany na czyście nie masz śmietnika, bo
When you max
po
them
prostu
out.
rozczarowanie wywiera mocny wpływ
Yeah, I
na to,
bet they
żebyś
do.
zapamiętał ten ostatni.
potem grasz tym coś.
4 of them
Może
killed
jak
me.
ktoś grał 70 gier w CID-zie, to robiłoby różnie.
Big spike.
Ale ja nie zagrałem ani jedną. Nie, jedną zagrałem. Zrobiłem raport, jestem stwierdzał od Peszera. King of Nothing.
What's better, Vindicator or Liberator Ragnar? You think? It's less points though, so it must be worth it.
I'm not a big fan of the Vindicator.
How do I kill a Wraith engine without a Vindicator?
Explosive issue.
With what?
The Vulcan.
I don't have a Vulcan. The model's not legal.
That's
Well,
your
it's not
problem.
released.
It's released yesterday.
Yeah, that's true, it is. Unfortunately I was here.
That's where you build your own block.
Are you playing
Timberland?
You don't have any other army, right?
No. I can't bring 2 armies on the plot.
So many
Probably you
tokens.
could build like Ouroboros army
Just
that
charge
you
it
could
with
bring
transfers. Yeah, charge the rating with transfers until it
W
dies.
sensie, bo różnica, no nie
Yeah, I
ma.
mean that might actually work.
Używają tych samych rzeczy.
No właśnie.
Wygrałem na scenariusz.
Yeah, I've got to take a Vindicator, don't I?
Dziękuję.
But then I've got no Grievous runes. But what would be best is swapping the Suppressor for Retaliator Ragman. That would be better. So I'd still have a Spray, I'd have Grievous, I'd have Deathfield.
Then you need to retaliate.
Maybe I'll proxy one and just tell people a sad story about how mine broke.
You don't have any retaliate?
I've got one on order.
Yeah,
You've got everything that should be out is somewhere in the postal system.
so bad. Like because the reason I don't have my heavies is so I have the 2 chassis from the box.
Yeah.
But I built like a sword and a shield for one of them, or for it. But right now I have 2, but I can only build like Suppressor and Vindicator together, or I can build a Turo and none of the other because I use the arms from both. So if I get a new kit, I can build like 3 heavies. So 1 kit, 3 heavies, and no kit, 1 heavy.
Have you seen these rocket trails?
Oh yeah,
They're super cool.
it's from
From
Tyson Cook.
yeah.
Yeah, I have them somewhere lost in the Swedish mail system.
Yeah. They're awesome. He did 7 different kinds of rocket trails, and they all just attach to the backs,
Yeah.
and you can just pin them, and like they're not wobbly, they're still really light, and they just look amazing.
Yeah. saw them painted.
That is incredible.
Yeah, but anyway, so so the gaming store was like, we hope we can get them on Wednesday, but it's more likely to get them on Thursday. And then I told them, like, can you get them, like, do you know when they will be delivered on Thursday? Like, we can, try to manage with the postal company that they will take us first on the round or something like this.
Try and bargain reasonably.
So I was like, yeah. So our flight was leaving at 12. At 10:30 I called the gaming store and they were like, no, I haven't gotten them. So okay. Went home, packed my shit, went to the airport. As soon as I entered the airport they're like, you got your Toro.
Painting in front of you.
No, can't
A
do
lot
it.
of painting you have to do.
I'm thinking about trying to find someone to commission paint them, but then I don't get to play with them for ages, so...
It depends, like how fast the... Probably it's like one week and a half. Paint.
For what?
If you know someone that can paint, like, 100 points of War Machine models to a good standard in a week and a half, please point them in my direction. I don't even care how much they charge at that point.
I think I had all my mercenaries painted in 2 weeks. By Olaf.
Really? 2 weeks? They look very nice.
So I can point you in his direction, and he also moved to Europe back from Canada.
Wow.
So that's a bit closer.
One, two, three.
And also currently there are actually two of him.
Two of him?
Yeah, because he's like a micro studio with his girlfriend. So that's probably why it's 2 weeks.
You said you rushed the Grimkins because of WTC?
Yeah, really.
You were
rushed
like...
them a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
I paid, because I didn't know, the problem was I didn't know, because I was simultaneously learning the faction while also painting them.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was good. So I ended up painting the
Everything.
entire faction to full FA before WTC.
But you've played like 50 games in CID already, yeah?
But I mean, imagine like 50 games in CID means you've probably played competitive casters once with one list.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I played against Krueger2 once with a caster and a list. You know? It's just not that. It's not that many games.
There were some blind trolls in CID. I mean, like, that some of the things changed that actually, like, the experience from that is not relevant. That's what I...
Not, well, a little, just because, yeah, for sure, because they were in CID for a long time.
So, for example, if you played Frightmare at the start and then Frightmare at the end, it's like almost a different model.
I'm sad they nerfed the Frightmare, but yeah. But yeah, you're right. And like Cage Rager changed a lot, and that really changed the faction.
Yeah.
When it didn't have to spend corpses to art, and when it got Wraithbane, that changed it a lot.
I was on Will for that so hard, I was like, what do they have for magical weapons now? It was like, I don't even know what was the magical weapons before you get Wraithbane. It was like...
Actually quite a lot. Cage Ragers have magic weapons.
Yeah.
Murder Crows have magic weapons.
But did they have it?
Oh, maybe not at the start. Maybe not at the start.
I think it was something like, Cage Rager's fist had magical weapons, and that was it.
And that was it? On your 8-inch spec models,
I almost 100% sure
Are
that
those
the Murder Crows
he
were
punches
magical
with fists or cages?
Cages.
Cages.
For a
Magical cages.
year, I played him as an open fist model and I did throws, and I only after a year did someone point out I was cheating. I just assumed he punched.
I did a double hand throw with this guy. And you decided on a scheme for your army?
Yeah, I want to do them like
green.
Yeah, like a military green, but not the same as my Signar one, like a more drab, greyish green, like darker, and kind of worn, and then just do something bright for the alchemy bits, like bright orange or something to contrast.
Yeah.
I think that should look cool.
Yeah, I saw a Crucible Guard in green. Someone painted it like in very alive green.
Yeah,
like,
I think they look, because of their design, I think they look really good if they're painted like World War I or World War II style troops, because they look kind of like alternate universe, that kind of era, like 20s, 30s, 40s. Because these guys are straight out of the Rocket Man, right? And these guys look like mad Weird War 2 stuff.
Or even more World War One stuff.
Yeah.
Especially with the artillery.
Do we know when Alice is coming?
November. I can't remember what day. Mid-November?
Just thinking, we have a tournament in Sweden. I think it's first weekend of December. The problem is it has basic thinking requirements. I'm not sure if I want to rush my team to be ready for that.
Can I make a playable lock list in the infantry thing?
Yes.
Yeah?
Really?
Tell me your secrets.
I did it on the flight over.
Yeah?
You take a Vulcan?
No! I walked into that one, didn't I?
He was waiting for it.
It was actually not intentional, but I realized just when I was saying it, I was like, no, because when I couldn't get the Vindicator and the Toro, or I thought I couldn't get them, I built a lock list in Magnum Opus on the way over.
Nice.
But I think you can. The Rocketmen are still stupid.
Yeah, Rocketmen are nuts. I think the problem with one listing it is I think you have to build a list specifically to play into Circle. And I think...
There is one?
I think you have to build one to try and play into it. I think Circle are incredibly good into Crucible.
Wormwood, right?
Wormwood and Krueger.
Krueger as well?
I'm not sure if Krueger is...
Really? Like, imagine the average Sylvester list, right?
Yeah.
You have... like, your units do nothing. Like, nothing. And you're then relying entirely on your battle group. But they have multiple heavies with threat extensions and protection and protection from shooting, forests.
Protection from shooting is only like less range. Just walk up and shoot.
Yeah, but at that point, then they retaliate, right? So basically, I feel like it's a game where basically it's like his four heavies versus Vulcan. I don't think Vulcan wins.
70% scenariusz.
You think?
To był najlepszy scenariusz, jaki mogłem wylosować. Nie ma lepszego.
He shoots down two heavies.
That's optimistic.
Jeszcze zrobił
They're like 36 boxes or whatever they are. They're like mega
radykalne błędy, tak się mówi.
Stop shorting.
Miał
No, but it's like because Krueger can't go
zacząłem się pocić
too far forward because the Vulcan has so big threat. If you do the super fuel and so on, he usually can't be the furthest forward model. Meaning that you can usually shoot for one turn with rockets into one of them, like for one turn, and then you can go up the next turn with feet and shoot rockets and sprays, and then the battle engine also. So you have rust on two, and the battle engine also does all its shooting. I think it's not.
Yeah, but I can't take a battle engine.
Yeah, no.
Now, the average
it's
Krueger list, like if I take my Sylvester All-Comers list into Krueger, I've got 2 units of infantry that do nothing. My heavies,
second unit of infantry.
Tak, mała jest.
it's steelheads with rebuke.
But you have purification.
Tylko krabita mógłby się odrzucić.
You're right. Alright, I'm in. Maybe it's playable. Seems bad, but maybe it's playable.
I mean, it's not easy, but I
You found something for Krueger?
No, I think it's
I played
bad.
against Magnus, the Swedish competition, the one you played in.
No, not the guy.
Yeah, so I won against his Krueger.
Yeah, the main problem is I don't have sprays, right?
Yeah, and then it's hard. If you
don't
don't
have
bring
Vulcan,
sprays, then.
Don't have Vulcan Dare back.
But I think that's now. I mean, in general, I think.
And probably they have immune to electricity.
And Wormwood?
That I don't know.
That's hard. But the thing is, Wormwood, that's especially one of the reasons why Circle is really good, because Wormwood is incredibly good against Vulcan.
And what?
Wormwood's incredibly good against Vulcan.
Vulcan.
Which is one of the things he was, and battle engines, which is what he was saying, oh, you need those to beat Krueger, Wormwood just first.
But that's a problem that when I was playing it, nobody was talking about Wormwood. But I think I even told you, like at the end of CID,
I was like, if people start playing Wormwood, we're just fucked.
Yeah, like I think.
And then you started talking about Wormwood, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, but because of Judicators, you know, it's like super
Yeah, but
counter.
I tried to tell Will, like I was like, we need one spell protection in some way on at least one model.
You're lucky that Tactical Tips didn't mention Wormwood in their podcast.
He's old news. Maybe like a year ago, but no one plays Wormwood now.
Yeah, but I pointed it out to Tseng as a hard counter to Judicators. He didn't mention it in the podcast.
Why do you think it's a hard counter?
Maybe not hard counter, but I'm in huge advantage because Wormwood creates, let's say we're on this terrain, I put forest here, or forest and forest from fertilizer, so put my heavies behind. So now Judicator cannot target anything behind the forest. Sprays don't go through forest. The rocket pods need to target something that's outside the threat range. He needs to use shielding because if he uses battle, he just Curse of Shadows, Stranglehold, you're done. He cannot use Hand of Fate because World Words, and I have 3 in my list. And heavies are just behind the forests. So the Judicator needs to move back. Now the army, he usually needs to protect the... Oh, he wants the officers to die because he can bring them back from defeat, and it extended his threat range by 3 inches.
So it's especially good versus High Reclaimer because of Hellmouth and things, right?
Yeah, but
so it's especially strong in that build.
Most other casters play just double Judicator, and double Judicator is even worse. So I think High Reclaimer is the best version of the Judicator. Single one is better.
The best all-comers list.
Yeah. So the best Judicator list is
especially bad into Wormwood.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, makes sense.
I think the only thing the Vulcan might are going for it in that, or the Sylvester list might are going for it in that game is that I have Purification. So the forest you can place, I can at least remove that one. But usually you can play around that.
I can put forests that you cannot purify.
Yeah. But then you need to kill models or something. So
yeah, I have many models that I kill myself in this list.
I've only played it once, and I found it was okay, but not good. And I didn't have, bear in mind, I didn't have any giant liabilities to be Stranglehold, right? I had to be shit heavy as a short work, so that's fine. So that helped me a bit, but it was not good.
So I just found that Stranglehold is so good into all the output models, and Hellmouth backs all the screening
all
models.
the high def material, yeah.
So it's double whammy of everything I want to do doesn't work.
Yeah, and no spell protections to play around it.
No. One caster could have had Vanishing Ward. They would have been so happy.
It wouldn't stop Helmut though.
No, but then I could at least don't be Stranglehold in my Colossal and I could play a game.
Yeah, you can.
No,
you have
annoys
plus
me
2
a bit
inches.
that they
You have plus 2
put a
inches to
limited
deployment.
faction that has such a big glaring hole of if the meta shifts this way, we're fine.
Do you have Stranglehold? Plus 2 inches to deployment.
Yeah, you're doing the other theme.
Oh yeah.
Because I could Stranglehold your Colossal to your deployment probably. Round 1, if I go first.
Okay, just still walks 8 inches.
And what did he play last
He's
time?
fine with it.
Speed 8?
So I'm playing 2 minutes.
Nice.
He definitely has some things going for him.
Alright.
If someone is to blame, it's you. You're my mentor in this.
Speed 8 base?
Speed 6 base,
6 base,
and
but
then
Sylvester has a passive
Sylvester has
ability.
plus 2 speed buff to all constructs in 5 inches.
It's an upkeeper.
No, it's a rule on his card, it's not a spell.
I think I was
He just goes, yeah, they're fast.
Alright.
Yeah.
Maybe I've been cheating. I don't think it matters.
What, the range? I think it's 5. I could be wrong.
I don't think I've used it. I never measured the range when I've used it, so I don't think it has.
I find it's really important to get everything in for turn 1.
Did you win?
This? No.
Yeah, but turn one I always have everything. Almost base to base.
No, that's yours.
Thanks.
Krueger.
Malekus is the fire guy.
Yeah, it's 5 inch.
Especially that now you can add those small projects.
You don't like Krueger?
But
I like him.
How are you
Not playing again.
Right.
I played against Lich too.
At least from what I read last.
I have extra model from CAD.
What did the team win?
That's my ambush.
I don't know what's in CID. I haven't played for 8 months.
Which seems good.
So
You haven't watched Dragon Ball. So.
I know that Son Goku or Son Goku Junior or
Kill
whatever.
that,
Yeah.
go full on corpus.
He gets
kill
spray
that,
48
hat-trick
inches,
it,
also hit.
I'll buy an attack, kill,
Armor
the,
over
kill my own.
9,000. Million bucks.
Kill my own phantasm, kill that guy, kill it again. So, yeah,
Instant transmissions. He can go whenever he wants to the table.
I need to find someone with Krueger.
Many spells.
But they need 5 rounds to load up its shoes.
Yeah. That's why I ambush him.
Yeah, at least 5 episodes to load up.
Yeah, sure.
Sweat running down.
Now it's serious. Next episode. Alright, I'm going serious. Next episode. Alright, so serious. Power.
and then the fight takes, what, 25 more episodes or something?
25 episodes and then 2 seconds. Oh, I missed. Are you playing team? You want?
It's on Team Tryhard.
Team Tryhard? Where are you going with? Head and heart?
Julian. Some French.
Julian came up with the name?
No. We came up with the name. He wasn't here.
Did you make the name because of Julian?
Yeah, it was just like, he isn't here. Let's write his name for the team.
But his ego, he likes it, right?
Sure.
He has lived too long in the States, so he's kind of into the ego
Yeah,
thing.
but we win.
Alright.
I won in the team. So, because I rolled good luck. And Jonas did. I played Jonas from first one. So we played Russian then against
Now
Scar.
you're not in there anymore, so now like one of my dodges with the Polish guys are not in.
And yeah, he did not kill a turtle, which he should have done, and then I killed Bane Rider rolling against the 50. Turtle killed Scar.
Scar 1?
Scar 3.
Scar 3 good enough to Russia.
I mean, you have Battle Engine and DC. So you have +4 armor against shooting and magic. It's a good start against the shooting.
Oh, he's playing with the Battle Engine.
Scar 3. Now I don't like you as well. I hate that.
I don't play.
You don't play Scar 3. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you've got to on that scenario because you need the phantasms.
Oh, Russia gets buff.
No more questions.
I didn't even realize what was the difference.
I think it's just for Caliban.
It's censor? Because the spell? Censor? No, the Russian.
Carnivore.
Carnivore.
It's the one they
And I
changed.
think the only interaction where it mattered was Caliban. Or the one crocodile where he gets fury for killing models in his field. But yeah, if you put carnivore, the carnivore triggered before you get fury from the feet.
Nice. Depending on the number of.
So I think they changed it. Because there's no
And it's
point.
not against something like
It is.
like
You're
current,
creating defenses and traps
like the
and
go
then
around
you're
south
seeing
side.
reacting to what they do.
Because it's triggered.
You very rarely get to dictate the pace of play.
It went from destroying the box.
It went from stage 2 to stage 3.
Oh, it went back.
Stalker, clear the zone.
Probably worse.
Only the only thing we realized was this one.
And just keep the grip.
Sasha Robin,
I think there's probably a Grimkin list out there that's worth exploring. It just takes fuckload of likes for the streamer. And you don't try and commit to the brick in the same way. And that kind of list probably can then dictate how the game works. Probably.
I don't know, probably for US or Germany or solo or whatever, but he already made five to be there. So
They can be great, but basically you've got to protect them and not put them away on stupid shit and get them killed by shifting stones. That's the like the longer they stay alive, the Gorehounds, they get better and better as the game goes on.
If I kill Garhoud with a shifting stone, I would be really proud. I imagine the shifting stone teleports and
Rex, yeah. Impaled.
And then the Twigman goes out, shish kebab? Anyone? Shish kebab? Yeah, I committed 2 Gorehounds into
Still in the running.
Why not?
tried to kill him. I only killed one, so I
That's quite unlucky. You'd expect a Gorehound to kill one each.
I mean that guy. Why play this without that guy?
There will be lunch now. More food.
So, what do I need to do to get you down to the
It's tough. I really want to come. I told Claw last year I'd come and I didn't. So I feel bad about that.
And then he had to make.
You should switch to Belgian Masters next year. Be around this time.
Belgian Masters is like February 14th.
It's very close to BonesCon.
Valentine's
It
Day.
is close to both.
It's not the same weekend, though, is it?
I think there's 2 weeks, like a week, free weekend in between.
That's not bad. Maybe I can come then.
I took
Super cheap for
various ones.
Yeah?
I think there is a pretty good open spot, like early November maybe.
Yeah, but it's already planned. So
Yeah, but
you can
Prawie
around for the next year.
teraz jeszcze wyświetla tylko to.
Something needs to step up for
So is gaming and sleeping at the same venue again.
We